You send a text, you see the read receipt. 3 dots appear, then vanish. 6 hours later, nothing. Your brain starts writing a dissertation about what you did wrong. But here's the thing. What if I told you that their silence probably has almost nothing to do with you, and everything to do with how their brain handles emotional bandwidth? Stick around, because in a minute, I'll show you the one question that reveals whether someone's slow responding is actually healthy or a red flag you shouldn't ignore. You're not overthinking this. There's actual psychology behind why some people treat their messages like a to-do list they'll get to eventually. By the end of this video, you'll understand the 3 real reasons people go silent, plus one tiny mindset shift that'll save you from spiraling next time it happens. So let's talk about the psychology of people who leave messages unread for hours or days. And look, we're not diagnosing anyone here. We're just decoding a pattern you've definitely noticed. Because some people respond in seconds. Others treat their inbox like a haunted house they need to emotionally prepare for. Why? At the core, it comes down to something called response cost, the mental and emotional energy it takes to engage. For some people, a message isn't just words on a screen. It's an obligation, a performance, a tiny social contract their nervous system has to budget for. Think of it like this. If your energy is a phone battery, some people wake up at 100%, others wake up at 60%, and every notification is a 5% drain. Let me break down the 3 biggest reasons people delay responding and why it's almost never personal. Number 1. They're managing cognitive overload. Some brains process the world like they have 47 browser tabs open at once. Responding to a message isn't just typing words. It's switching contexts, predicting your reaction, calibrating tone, and managing the emotional subtext. That's exhausting when you're already running on fumes. So they see your message, think, I need to give this a real answer, and then life happens. 6 hours later, they remember, feel guilty, and now the response cost just tripled because they also have to apologize. It's a vicious cycle. This isn't avoidance, it's triage. Their brain is trying to survive the day. Number 2, asynchronous communication feels safer. Here's where it gets interesting. For people with anxious attachment patterns or past experiences of conflict, texting is a minefield. Real-time conversation means unpredictability. But delayed responses, that's control. They can craft the perfect reply, avoid saying the wrong thing, and keep emotional exposure low. Think of it like emotional Wi-Fi. Sometimes people need to go offline to feel safe. The delay isn't rejection, it's a boundary. They're not avoiding you. They're avoiding the vulnerability of being misunderstood in real time. Number 3, they're low on social battery, but high on guilt. Wild, right? Some people want to respond, but the idea of being on for another conversation, even a fun one, feels like too much. Introverts, highly sensitive people, anyone burned out, they're not ignoring you out of malice. They're ignoring everyone because they're in recovery mode. The guilt keeps them from responding. I should have replied hours ago, which makes the delay longer, which creates more guilt. It's not about you. It's about them needing to recharge before they can show up as themselves. Now, here's the nuance check, because not all delayed responses are created equal. Ask yourself these 3 questions. 1. Do they eventually respond with substance, or do they ghost and resurface randomly? Healthy slow responders apologize, explain, and engage. Avoidant ones give breadcrumbs. 2. Is this their pattern with everyone, or just with you? If they're lighting up Instagram stories while leaving you on read, that's not about energy, that's about priority. 3. Do they take accountability, or do they gaslight you for expecting too much? A healthy person will say, sorry, I get overwhelmed. A manipulative one will make you feel crazy for wanting basic communication. Here's one practice you can try today, the 24-hour rule. When someone doesn't respond, give them 24 hours of emotional silence in your head. No catastrophizing, no crafting a follow-up, no checking their online status. Just trust that they're human, they're busy, and their silence isn't a referendum on your worth. If they don't respond after 24 hours and this is a pattern, then you reassess. But in that first day, let it breathe. You'll be shocked how often they reply right when you stop obsessing. So here's what we covered. Delayed responses are usually about cognitive load, emotional safety, or social battery, not about you. Use the 3-question test to spot the difference between healthy boundaries and avoidance. And give people and yourself 24 hours of grace before you spiral. If this pattern is causing you intense distress or affecting your relationships, consider talking to a licensed therapist. They can help you work through the deeper stuff. Now I'm curious, are you a respond immediately person or a need time to process person? Drop it in the comments. I want to know if this hit home. And if you want to understand why some people overshare in the first message, that's next week's video. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it.